And luckily, the business now turned out to be much better than what we even thought. And in 18 months, we now call everybody as if everybody should come for a meeting. So they came at, we met in Paris at our lawyer's office, Alan and Ori, and we said, well, gentlemen, we want to just thank you. We want to thank you. We want to thank you. The loan that you gave us, you know, it has actually helped quite a lot, but we want to give you notice. We also have to give 90 days notice. We want to give you notice of 90 days. And we will be paying you your money. What? Yes, we will be paying you all 479. And we did. We paid them the 479 million. But you know, that's almost open eyes for other people because they didn't do something. See, normally in banking, when you go, you want to borrow, when you want to prepay before the time, especially abroad, they will tell you that they have already booked that transaction. So what, you know, for example, when we went to Standard Chartered, and what they did was, yes, when you are paying that penalty, the penalty is that they will make that money off from you. If you like, you can pay it, you know, but those charges, they will take them off front. So if you like, you can pay off, you know. But that one, there was nothing like that. So we went scot-free, we paid them the money, and then that's how we actually started, you know, expanding. And you know, it's helped us quite a lot. You see, because with that small thing that they put, just one line, it actually stopped us from even being, you know, would have actually stayed within, you know, because the money was supposed to, we were supposed to finish paying that money in 2012. And then, no, yeah, now, you know, the 479 was supposed to finish paying by now. It means that, you know, would have actually stayed at that 5 million tons. Period, you know, because that was the argument. So we will go later to show you where we are now. So the 2007, you know, is the diversification expansion, and also like what I keep saying, the more we expand, after a while we'll stop and consolidate again, you know, because we are expanding. No, it is difficult for us to do all at the same time. To expand the business, to expand the human capital. There are things that which we had to do now, you know, because finding engineers, it is one of the toughest things for us to do. You know, experienced engineers. What we have done now is actually to open Dangote Academy. You know, it's under construction now. But the students, you know, started since last year, and I will show you when we get there. Also. So now the diversification is to now look at what do we do. You know, what we are trying to do now is actually to fully transform the company into an export base. Because if I go there and just tell you we are doing this, we are doing that, you will not really understand. We made our money through food businesses, different types, and going forward now we have cement. Because if you look at it, cement is the only business that we've taken outside Nigeria, because the one that, you know, is quite big, and not only that it's big, you know, it's not really easy to build a cement, you know, factory. It costs a lot of money, you know, and it's not only a lot of money. You know, we look at the areas where we believe we have a greater advantage. The greater advantage that we have is that of cash that we have. And in 2008, if you remember, there was a banking crisis, and it doesn't matter where you are, anywhere where you are in the world, they said that cash is king. Without a good amount of money, you know, because anything can happen. I mean, you can see what is happening today in Europe. So people who have cash will make more money despite the crisis in Europe. It's not only Europe, even in America, you know, you've seen, I don't know whether some of you invest in micro, you follow the market at least, and you can see that almost everything came down in the last 3 days. And yesterday was actually worse, you know, because these are things that I believe that whether you have investment or not, it is also part of what you guys need to keep following, you know, because before I used to, about 12, 15 years ago, I used to only concentrate on what was happening in Nigeria only. But that's not it. You see, because when you go and you meet your colleagues abroad, they will be talking to you about what is happening in China, even though you don't have anything to do with China. But, you know, you can't just say yes, you know, you cannot just take it back. You have to contribute. So you have to have a broad, yes, you know, you have to have a broad knowledge of what's going on. I mean, for example, yesterday I had to rush back from Mina to go and, you know, give dinner to Sarah, Gordon Brown's wife. And, you know, she came to town, she was passing by to go back, and you know, the husband said that she tried and you know, see. And what we talked about was totally different outside. My you know, was about climate change. That's what you know. What you know, you talk about. But you know, those guys really they're doing extremely well. You know, because they care. They're passionate about helping the needy. You know, much even better than us. I think Fili people are not really used to giving out much. You know. Indians, Chinese, and Africans, you know. But what they have done now is actually to POPs. Now they are having a retreat of 400 highest billionaires, which they invited us. I mean, I'm part of what they invited that we should come. We're having a key in Washington for 2 days to tell us why we should be giving more money to the needy, which is good. You know, it's a very good something to do, because the needy ones today, you need to take care of them. So, with that, you know, you need to really follow what is happening, and the diversification will help us. Today, yes, it's true, maybe we don't need to export anything, but what we are trying to do is to make sure that, you know, before, actually, we used to be the highest in terms of consumption of foreign exchange. We have fought with central bank over and over, what are we doing with money? We want to look at what you do. Why are you buying too much money? I say because our business is big. You see, the problem with us is that everything we now put under Dangote. So when they add the numbers, if we are using KY Limited or whatever, they won't even know who was buying, unless they look at you know, the registration or the directorship. So it took a long time before Central, especially when we were building over Jena. One time I had to go and take, all the deputy governors to come to Obajana and see what we are doing. You know, because of the amount of money we are actually buying in terms of foreign exchange. But what we are trying to do now is trying to make sure that we become the biggest foreign exchange earning company in Nigeria, and that's why we're building fertilizer, even the cement. Let's start with the cement itself. When you look at the way that we're doing our cement, the target is for us to minimum, if we do badly, we should export 5 million tons from Nigeria outside. The 5 million tons will even more. Because right now, the one we commission, which is the Beshi, some of you, I'm sure you've been there before, we have already started building the same one. by the side, which is to take it to 12 million tons. The greatest advantage that we have with that is that, we are only 28 kilometers away from the border, the Republic of Benin. From Republic of Benin, you go to Togo to Ghana. From our plant there to our plant in Ghana is about 410 kilometers. So which means it's nearer than going to Obajana or Abuja. Because from my plant to Abuja is over 600 kilometers. And Ghana doesn't have limestone. The one in Togo is not much. And even if it's there, they have only one small factory. But from Benin Republic out to this Ghana, within the 410 kilometers, there is import of cement totaling about 7.5 million tons. That's one. So we will take advantage of the common market, which means it is zero duty, which will go into all these countries. That's one. Number two, apart from the zero duty, there's what we call export expansion grant, which is for export. Government should pay about 30%. But honestly, tell you the truth, as a businessman, I am not even calculating that will continue to pay because things can change. Right now, we are saying that yes, if I'm going to earn 30% of whatever I export, it's based on CIF, cost, insurance, and freight. They pay you 30%. Maybe when you submit a bill of $1 billion, somebody will say, I know this too much, they won't be able, they can stop, or they can change the policy. But we're not really following even that. But if they do, then it's good. So, yeah.